Hey, what's going on, guys? It's RagesSorrow here. And in the first part of this video, I wanted to show you guys exactly what I got for my next Deathtouch kills. Right now you can see that I got a shitload of brews in my inventory, and you're probably thinking, dude, you have the insta-kill darts. Why are you bringing that many brews? Well, if you can see the winter storage scrolls and shit there, and you can see my yak looking all sexy, you can understand that there were a lot of people getting brew and restore drops, so I thought I'd make a little bit of profit off of it while I was here. So, here's our first Nex. Isn't she beautiful? Sitting there calling out for Fumus, Umbra, Gruor, Glacies, fill my soul with the smoke. And yeah, them filling your soul with smoke's not going to do much good for you there, Nexie, because you're dead. I love that hit splat, and I love how her animation on it is just quick. And first loot, magic logs. And if you're wondering why there are people are like in a line behind me right there, it's because they're actually doing the right thing. They're actually waiting on people to use all their darts up and then move up in the line and everything. And as you can tell with this part right here, this is kind of a long little clip, but here's our second one. She calls for him. Fumas, Cruor, Glazies, fill my soul with smoke. We toss the dart. She goes to run. Cut back, yeah. Our ring of wealth shines a little brighter, and back-to-back magic logs. What are the chances? Well, I got you a worse one than that, guys. Look at what the next two drops are. Not gonna spoil it for you, but they're back-to-back drops, and tell me what you guys think, because personally, I was not happy. I was not happy at all. And there we go. Just go ahead and kill her. I didn't even bother moving because I didn't much care. Looking for the drop, and brews and restores, of course. One of the many troll drops that you can get next. I didn't even get Onyx, man. If I had got Onyx, I would have been happy. You know what I walked away with from next? 1 fucking mil. Everybody else is walking away like, 5, 6 mil, shit like that. It's like, yeah, go ahead. And she tries to run again, and boom. And wouldn't you know it, look at that. Back to back. Brews and restores. And at this part in the original commentary, yeah, I was not talking. That's the reason I'm re-recording over this, because I was not talking at this point. I was very, very unhappy. And, every right to be. Got double magic logs and, double brew and restore. I mean, what can you do? That's not really what makes this worse. And segue! Yay, we know in the Glazesaur's cave. In this clip right here, I want you to watch, because you're about to see why this pissed me off. But, this is the second part of the video, so let's go ahead and get what was meant to be talked about here. Behind the scenes October. Festival of the Dead, as I mentioned before previously. We are basically going to be able to see 5 NPCs. If you have their quest requirements, you will meet them. You will also get a skeleton mask and double XP multipliers when training prayer, up to 1,000 additional XP. This is actually not that bad. Most people thought it would be a lot more, and it's probably a good thing it's not, that much more XP than it is on there, is right there, because if it was, then, older players would have a reason to bitch, and, how Jagex and, the current RS community doesn't like to hear people whine and cry about, oh, the XP rates are too easy, but, that's what Jagex is doing. King Black Dragon rework. Yes, I mentioned that before, and it is happening. They're going to be updating the lair, they're going to be updating the dragon, and they're going to be updating his rewards. You're going to be able to get your hands on some new gloves and boots, which will have the highest prayer bonus for their respective equipment type, meaning there will be a new set of gloves and boots for range, mage, and melee, and pretty good for prayer bonus if you ask me. Ornament kits for the dragon kite shield. that should actually have a pretty good price tag on it, seeing as how the Queen Black Dragon's shield is worth about 31 mil last time I sold one. They're going to make the drop table a little bit more generous for the people that kill it, including the noobs. And they're even going to be revealing lore about the fabled dragon riders. And that kind of, that kind of piques my interest, because they put that one in quotations, and I'm kind of curious about it. So we'll be getting that sometime this month in October. In addition to that, you also get a 10% damage multiplier if you go to the King Black Dragon via the wilderness. They're also going to be adding a teleport from Edgeville to the King Black Dragon. So, if you want to do a KBD, there you go. You got all the reason to. Dungeon updates. Why update just one dungeon when you can update several this month? They're going to be updating Taverley Dungeon, the Fremennik Slayer Dungeon, the Chaos Tunnels, and the Brimhaven Dungeon. These places are probably going to look really badass, so when the graphical rework for those comes out, go ahead and take a look at them. Because you know how Jagex is with their graphic reworks. Some of them are good and some of them are bad. Also, if you didn't notice earlier in this part of the video, I don't know if I showed it yet or not, but somebody actually ends up getting a Torva glove drop. And he was second after me when I finished my first 4 darts. So, yeah, fuck you to that guy. Moving on, we now have goblin mobs and a goblin update. Just when you thought it was safe to loiter around the mining sites of RuneScape, you wrong! Goblin mobs will be springing up, and the green pests will be claiming the sites as their own. Go face to face with any gaudy blighters, spy their new graphical rework, and kill them before they do something particularly nasty. If that doesn't sate your bloodlust, travel to the reworked Goblin Village and take down boss goblins. While this content is aimed towards low level players, there will be rewards to tickle your fancy. Combat XP, Goblin Suit of Armor and Axe, 2 Goblin Shields, one of which will offer combat XP multipliers. So you'll need to hunt those warty scallywags down before they claim the free game as their own. That content will be for both free and members. What's mine is yours, a new quest being added for both free players and members. In this quest, it has low-level requirements, but there will be post-quest orders for high-level smiths to complete. Doing them will also gain you a lump sum of 13,000 mining XP and 48,000 smithing XP. You'll also be the proud owner of a Gofnon amulet that awards double XP when mining or smithing up to 144,000 additional XP. And there's the glove drop. Oh, fuck that guy. But that's not what we're talking about. Let's go ahead and move on. In addition to that, we get the Halloween event this year. Free and members as usual. But this time, you'll be able to do something cool. You have to pick a team on whichever side you want to be on. You can gain small amounts of XP in prayer and ectoplasm, which can be used to purchase the reversible robes displaying the team of your choice. You also get a Bone Crusher style item that hands you prayer XP whenever you kill a ghost, including Barrows Brothers and Revenants. So it'd probably be a good idea to pick that thing up, especially if you're a Revenants fan. All you have to do is keep the Exoplasmator in your inventory for it to work. Also, near the end of the month, they're going to be doing some tweaks to the Duel Arena. They're going to be polishing up the interfaces, adding a couple of new features like a rematch button, making it easier to organize those revenge bouts, and a function that saves your favorite settings with one click. Now, also in the behind the scenes, there's some Solomon Store exclusive stuff, but everybody here hates Solomon Store, don't we? So, I don't think we're going to cover that, because nobody gives a shit. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then feel free to leave a like on this video. If you enjoyed it a lot and you want to see more videos from me, then feel free to click that subscribe button at the top of the video. It'll keep you up to date on all videos that I put out. I will also be putting out 2 more videos later tonight. One of them is actually going to be really fun because a fan sent me a Mario ROM hack level to do, and I'm going to be putting that up tonight. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and as always, I've been RagesSorrow, and peace out.